record. Among the well-known was Governor Paris Glendening.
We need more role models like that. I mean, we need a role model that simply says good hard work pays off.
What an honor. I mean, it was just being able to watch him since, he first came to the Orioles and being such a big Oriole fan and just being in the crowd and seeing everybody get so emotional.
I think it's one of the greatest things that baseball, or that Cal actually has given a tremendous gift to baseball, doing what he's done tonight. I think it's fantastic.
Also at tonight's game, San Antonio Spurs basketball star David Robinson. Now, Denise, many of those famous folks in town attended a party that benefited the Lou Gehrig Foundation.
Well, if you're watching us now, it is likely you've spent the long evening in front of the television taking in the game, but not everyone who traveled to Camden Yards had a ticket. Some people just wanted to be near the big event, even if they couldn't see it. Our team coverage continues with Dennis Edwards, who has that story. Dennis?
Denise, there were thousands of desperately determined people simply hanging around this historic event. People like Teresa Parker, who didn't have a ticket, who were forced to stand outside the stadium and watch the game on their own portable TVs just to get close to this big event.
I can't get inside, couldn't get a ticket, so I'm watching it. I'm trying to get close to history, I guess.
Okay,
Best I can do.
Teresa Parker was among a determined crowd standing outside Camden Yards. At times, there seemed to be as many people outside as in.
Well, I'm here. He's in there, Cal's in there, I'm out here, but kind of a lot of excitement, so it's fun being here. I'm taping it at home on WJZ.
Are you really?
I am. I've got my VCR going. Yep.
You are our kind of view.
Okay.
Age wasn't a factor tonight. The young and the mature wound up on the square and outside the gate. People like Annie Cox.
I think it's marvelous.
I bet you do. Are you hoping to get a ticket too?
I've been trying. I've been standing for 2 hours, but they won't sell me one.
Of course, some people weren't content to watch through these bars. They joined a growing list of people looking for tickets. Last night, it was easy to find them, and they were cheap. Tonight, it was a different story altogether.
You guys bring one too many?
No, sorry.
I get that a lot.
Rob Henderson searched most of the night for reasonably priced tickets.
The problem is I don't have $300, so I can't do it.
Well, that's how much people are charging for them?
I've had a $200, a $300, and a $750 for one ticket.
And you're not going that way tonight?
I can't do that much.
Andy was in the market, but only for a legal face value ticket.
I don't want to get arrested.
That makes a lot of sense. That does.
I have to go to work tonight, so I can't get arrested.
Leanne Reiset and Jay Tarkeesian drove in from Annapolis. They made an unsuccessful attempt to trade an interview for tickets.
We'll talk to you about this
24.
if you give us 2.
Oh, so we're wheeling and dealing on it. Okay, then.
Only for ticket value, though.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
So it's no
exactly.
scalping involved,
No,
huh?
no.
But you guys want to be part of this historic event, I guess.
That's right, because Cal's our man.
Now, we saw those two a little later on. They did get inside. I believe they got tickets. I don't know how much they paid for them, but they were the exception. Tickets were hard to get tonight. Denise?
Well, Dennis, what's the strangest story you heard in the evening?
Well, there were some real bizarre kinds of things going on. There were some people who climbed the fence on the other side of the Utah Street Plaza over here, and about 15, 20 of them got in. They ran away when the police came. We also got a couple of folks who actually offered us money for our media passes. They also wanted to pay us to carry our equipment. Of course, you'll be happy to know that we turned down all of those generous offers. Denise?
And that was tempting, I'm sure, carrying heavy equipment all over the stadium.
Kind of, sort of. I think the photographer may have been tempted, yes.
I would think, yes. Thank you, Dennis. In the past few days, city police have beefed up their crackdown on selling tickets over face value.
What an offer. Many generations of baseball fans share the excitement of tonight's history-making events. And it was a very extra special night for one Rockville man and his grandson, Stuart Crump. A great fan of Lou Gehrig watched as his hero's record was broken. Crump remembers when he was a kid back in 1936, and Gehrig gave him his autograph.
All of the Yankee players went on in, but a bunch of us youngsters stood there, and one player stopped. And they always said Lou Gehrig signed autographs for youngsters, which Cal does. And I can vouch for that. He did.
And Cal Ripken really does sign lots of autographs, too. Amazingly, Crump's grandson, Mickey, got Ripken's autograph tonight on the same page that Gehrig had signed. It was a night to remember for both grandfather and grandson. Cal Ripken's extended family, his hometown of Aberdeen, gathered to show their pride for a second straight night. Team coverage reporter Melissa Sander was there as they watch their hometown hero break Gehrig's record. She joins us now live from Cal's alma mater, Aberdeen High School. Melissa, what's the mood like there?
Well, Kai, right now, I can't even say the crowd's thinned out. The crowd is gone, but there were 3,000 people here filling the field on the football stadium, cheering on the hometown hero, watching on the Jumbotron screen behind me. So many people who really know Cal Ripken Jr. Do you have any sort of a personal connection with Cal Ripken?
Yes.
What is it?
One of my best friends, Ann, does Cal Ripken's hair.
Okay, that's a stretch, but truthfully, everyone who turned out tonight has a personal reason for being here, even this guy.
Somebody's making history. He's the same age as we are.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, that's
So
what's
it's
exciting.
great.
We're being a part of history. We're being